this GBS or GCC industry. I'm sure many of you would be aware of what this GCC industry is all about. But just quick pause and reflection on this industry. It's about 3 decades old industry. It all started in mid-90s with American Express, a financial services organization globally, consolidating at 3 locations, one in Phoenix, one in Brighton, third in Delhi in India. And then many followed after that. They all came for labor arbitrage to India. The whole thought was to bring some lowest end of the transactions. It was more transactional in the nature. And in this journey, a lot of names were used for this industry, be it shared services, IT-enabled services, outsourcing, offshoring, global in-house centers, global business services, and many more. Many of us, and I would like to confess that, landed in this industry by accident. It was not by choice, because we were not even aware what this industry is all about, and it evolved over a period. What organizations came for cost, over the period, they moved on to really leverage the talent, the skill mix. Just to let you know that I'm sure all of you would be aware, things like India produces about 1.5 million engineers every year. Then it moved into something called value, right? Really realizing how can I really impact my P&L and a balance sheet by leveraging the skills and the processes and so on and so forth. And now the phase is there to leverage innovation. So India has become the hub for innovation, where ER&Ds, organizations are coming and setting up their ER&D centers and so on and so forth. Why people are really leveraging GCCs, and moving to the next page, it's very simple. I'll just take 1 minute just to talk about it. I think, you can see this pyramid, and that's a real pyramid for any organizations, where you will have a broader base is all about an enterprise processes, enterprise operations. And this is where the maximum time is spent by the business leaders, because they are overseeing some of these. GCCs, the Global Capability Centers, enabled to really pull these operations out and put it into a different organization or a business unit in India, where if you can see the right-hand side of the pyramid, they got efficiencies, enhanced experience, management assurance, and over a period, they move towards real transformation, value delivery, innovation, and growth. Now, that enabled a headroom opportunity for the core organizations, where they were able to focus more on the strategy and risk management and customer acquisition versus focusing on this enterprise processes and operations. That is the change which organizations leverage as the journey of GCCs. Moving to the next page, giving you a quick sense of this GCC ecosystem in India. The GCC ecosystem in India is about, globally there are about 3,500 GCCs. India is hosting 1,600 GCCs. Pretty much 50% is in India now. Expected to grow to about 1,900 by 2025. About 1.6 million professionals are employed currently in the GCC directly. And there's hundreds of thousands of the indirect employment is there through GCCs. The expected employment is going to raise to 4.5 million by 2025. Just to give you a sense of the utilization of the space, right now it's about 22.5 million square feet space is leased out by these GCCs, and this is expected to grow, pretty much becoming 2x by 40 to 45 million square feet by 2025. The current GCC market size is pretty much like about 8% of the GDP of India, with about $46 billion in the GCC space. The projected revenue for the GCC by 2030 is about $110 billion USD. So now what is GCCs doing? I think it is becoming a necessity. It is becoming a must-to-have, a unit for all global organizations, and really setting up that kind of capability center for the enterprise processes. Moving to the next page, you can see the evolution of GCCs India in last, I was talking about 3 decades, in particularly about last 25 years. Many Australian organizations per se came and set up that kind of an operations in India, starting with ANZ, be it CBA, Macquarie, Rio Tinto, Telstra. So both the financial services organizations, banking organizations, telecom, manufacturing, large manufacturing, they all came and set up that center and leveraged that talent, starting with the cost, going to the talent, looking at the value, and now really becoming an innovation hub as a part of this journey.